With all of the challenges/opportunities presented to us in 2016, the City of Tyler stepped up in a big way to have an overall rewarding year. 2016 was a year to reinvest in infrastructure, revitalize our downtown core, and renew our commitment to excellence, paving the way for generations to come. You've seen some of the work taking place, from new surfaces on city streets to new sidewalks in neighborhoods. You may also be aware of the opening of the Tyler Innovation Pipeline, a space created to give entrepreneurs the tools they need to dream big and create opportunities right here in Tyler. There's also very important work taking place that isn't as visible because it's happening underground. Thanks to techniques like pipe bursting, we are replacing aging sewer lines with very little disruption to traffic or surrounding green spaces. These projects may not seem as attractive as new buildings, but this reinvestment in our infrastructure readies Tyler for the future from the ground up.
It's been a real honor to be able to represent the people in District 1. I've been there for 2 years now, and being a lifelong resident of Tyler, it's just been so exciting to see the growth that's going on South Broadway. As you drive down on both the right and the left, you see commercial buildings going up. It's so exciting that we have so many new restaurants in this area. And as you know, we opened a Cumberland Extension last August of 2016, and it's being extensively used now. And I was out a few weeks ago for the beginning of baseball season at Faulkner Park, and it was really exciting to see the young people be able to come onto that new roadway and easily access Faulkner Park. And the new police substation has continued to grow, and we've continued to have more people to use that substation, and it's nice that people don't have to drive downtown to the police department. Great convenience for people.
When we dedicated this facility, it came after a lot of planning, a lot of forethought, a lot of gritting your teeth. I think it's one of those situations where the city really took a tough situation and answered the call and used taxpayer money in a very, very wise way. And the end result is this state-of-the-art, second to none, animal shelter for the citizens of our city. Fresenius's great architectural structure at Earl Campbell fulfills a lot of dreams even that we had when we put Earl Campbell through, that it would fill up with development, and on that end, Fresenius anchors Centene, which also came in to the west side. So we're real excited about what's going on over there, and we hope much more is to come.
We are here again 1 year from last time, talking about the reinvestment projects that this community is involved in. Last year we were standing here talking about street improvements for Grand Street, Palace Street, and 26th Street. That project is completed as of today. When you come off on Broadway, you can stay on 26th Street West and head directly into the Texas College campus. Now we have sidewalks and curb and gutter on the 3 main streets in this district. That is a safety issue because now the students can walk on sidewalks without walking in the streets or in somebody's yard. So that's a vast improvement. We've improved our safety. The other piece of that is signage and recognition. If you notice, we have new street lights. There's new signs saying Texas College District. We will have banners, and we call this now the Texas College District. It's never been done before in our community, and I'm proud of that. Proud to be District 3 and proud to be a citizen of Tyler, Texas.
We're pretty much taking the entire amphitheater to the ground except for the historic walls. So the seating is all going, the stage is going, all that's going to be gone. And we're going to start over with a brand new stage. Here on this stage there's been a drop-off, and kids that are performing on the stage could fall off the stage. So now we're going to have a terrace that actually goes from the stage down to the first seats so the kids don't have to worry about falling. The seats, there's going to be a little bit less than 500 stadium seats, so it's going to be much better seating in the front, and in the back we're going to have lawn seating So you can bring your blanket out here, or you can bring your lawn chair and sit in the back. People come here to make friends with one another and to create relationships, and it happens every day.
I'm here at the Golden Road Water Treatment Plant, where we started construction on our $4.4 million water improvement project. This is paid for out of water revenue bonds. The items that it's addressing is the clear well piping and the point of add for a pH stabilizer. These are the last two items on the Improtect study that was done in November 2015 and completes our commitment to address every one of those issues that they suggested we improve. The other thing we're doing is just a couple miles from here, we're adding a water booster station on Troop Highway, addressing one of the lowest pressure issues we've historically had in the city. In doing this, we're continuing our commitment to make sure that our water is better, cleaner, and is more consistent as it gets to each one of our citizens.
As city staff, we have a strong belief in how do you take something that is kind of utilitarian in purpose, the silver traffic boxes that we have that host really all the inner workings for the signals, and turn it into a piece of art. And that's what the project came to, and that's what we're excited about. Because this project allowed for us to take local artists who competed to be able to get their pieces on there. And right now, starting in downtown area and trying to continue maybe in the commercial areas of being able to put artwork for people to be able to see. The City of Tyler was honored this year to receive the Texas Municipal League's Municipal Excellence Award for our Beauty in the Box project. This was an opportunity for us to be recognized by our peers for our work on community spirit. We will continue to look for opportunities to create beauty in unexpected places.
Good afternoon and welcome to the State of the City. And Tony, my phone's turned off and I do not have a Twitter account, which is very good because I might use it. And first I would like to recognize the members of the Tyler City Council. Would y'all please stand? And then also Barbara's here, a former mayor, and I do know there's some other former council members. Mark Watley, who his term ended today. Derek Choice, I saw you. Jason Wright, are you in the room? Yes. Is there any other former city council members that I didn't see? Well, thank you all for your service, and today yes, thank you. And today we get to welcome Bob Westbrook. It is his first day as city council member in the city of Tyler. And I'd also like to take a moment and thank city staff, both those that are here, would y'all stand up that are here, and also those that are working today to keep our municipality running smoothly. Thank you for your dedication to the citizens. And of course, I want to thank my wife that allows me to be able to spend many volunteer hours. She's a great mother, an accomplished businesswoman, and a great wife. So thank you very much, Michelle. And then my nephew is graduating from this leadership class, and he helps run my business. His name is Clint Childs, and his wife Brittany works for UT Tyler. In spite of budgetary shortfalls this year, we took major steps implementing programs to support education, innovation, and entrepreneurship. In September, the Business Education Council and the Partnership for Education launched the Mayor's Mentorship Achievement Program. The program has matched 45 students from TISD with 45 mentors from the City of Tyler and other community organizations in order to increase college readiness and post-secondary educational attainment for these high school seniors. As of this month, all 45 students have applied to post-secondary programs. To all the mentors in the room or any other individuals involved in that program, would you stand up and be recognized? Thank you all very much. Less than 4 weeks ago, we opened the Innovation Pipeline, a project more than 3 years in the making. We renovated a historic building in downtown and hired a manager for innovation who led the steering committee in the implementation of the final phases of the project. Choosing downtown Tyler as the home of the Innovation Pipeline was intentional. Revitalizing our downtown core is critical to our community's identity and success. The Innovation Pipeline, a small business incubator, is now fully operational and open to anyone in the community who has an idea they think could be profitable. For all those here who had a hand in bringing this project to completion, please stand and be recognized. Now, y'all stand up. Phil Burks, stand up. Phil also wanted me to make sure to announce that we are officially a 501c3 organization and accepting donations. Thank you, Phil. Thank you, everyone. Last year, when we were here, we talked about our accomplishments as we usually do, but we also did something new. We talked about our challenges, our opportunities. And at that time, I made a commitment to you. I told you that we would revitalize our city's core, reinvest in our community's infrastructure, and that we would keep these investments going. Today, your city council and your city government, we renew that commitment. In the coming year, you will see continued priority placed on infrastructure improvement, particularly in the areas of water and wastewater, streets, and drainage. As you heard in the video, we recently approved spending $4.4 million on improvements to the Golden Road Water Treatment Plant, which represents the last projects identified in our third-party water quality study commissioned in 2015. These upgrades include the addition of a new pump to clean water filters and piping improvements designed to limit the production of chemical byproducts created in the water purification process. These improvements will ensure we stay on the forefront of clean water initiatives and that we maintain excellent quality of our drinking water. Separate from drinking water infrastructure or wastewater infrastructure or the sewer system, as you heard this past November, the City of Tyler put forth a draft plan to make our wastewater system upgrades and enhance the city's existing programs for inspection, maintenance, and cleaning. This plan was part of a 7-year negotiation with the EPA, and I'm glad I don't have Twitter because I would say something about them, and applies to 690 miles of sewer mains, more than 9,000 manholes, and 24 lift stations. In April, our plan was formally accepted. Even before that time, we got to work. Tyler Water Utilities has already begun extensive amounts of data collection, surveying, and evaluating manholes, as well as using GPS to document their locations. We are 80% complete with system evaluations, placing us 18 months ahead of schedule. Yes, thank you all for a lot of the water department is over there that's in charge of that. It is important to remember that city water and wastewater are enterprise funds. They run like a business and they are not taxpayer supported. Instead, all of those using the system are charged user fees in the form of your monthly water bills. Our goal is to reinvest 10 to 15% of gross revenues back into the system for maintenance, repair, and reconstruction. Overall, we anticipate spending $97 million over the next 10 years on 100 projects to improve our water and wastewater systems. And what's more, we anticipate approximately 2/3 of those improvements will be paid for in cash. One of the cool features on the app that you downloaded a minute ago is the Tyler Talks Trash button, which is brought to you by another enterprise fund, the city's solid waste team. The app will remind you of things trash related, including when your next trash pickup will take place,
Some of you may remember that in an effort to keep collection costs low, we reduced garbage collection to once a week during holidays. I can tell you, Tyler talks a lot of trash, and we heard you loud and clear. We have restored service levels to our original twice weekly collection during holidays. Enterprise projects are not the only ones that will continue to see significant reinvestment. We will continue to invest heavily in infrastructure funded by the general fund property tax and half-cent sales tax. Last October, we received overwhelming support to raise property tax, specifically for the maintenance of our city streets. Our engineering team commissioned a new assessment of our city streets and presented a spending plan to City Council, outlining the correct balance of preventive measures and how much we should be spending to keep our existing streets in good condition. As a result of this planning and the 1 cent increase, we will seal coat 20 lane miles of road this summer, double the lane miles done in the previous year. As we pledged and codified, 100% of the penny increase is funding street maintenance. Also in 2016, we saw the completion of the Cumberland Road Extension, an $18 million project to improve connectivity between Old Jacksonville Highway and Broadway. We invested another $3 million in our asphalt enhancement pavement program, which resulted in the mill and overlay of 31 lane miles. Both capital projects were paid for by the half-cent sales tax. In 2017, an additional 28 lane miles of pavement restoration will be completed, representing our continued commitment to street improvements and connectivity within our city. As we put planning in place to address water, wastewater, and streets, we also began a phased plan to address drainage concerns magnified by recent years of heavy rainfall. As a result, 12 construction projects were identified. Phase 1 is well underway, with 3 projects in progress addressing flood-prone areas of Tyler. Additionally, we secured grant funding to pay up to 80% of the construction cost of 5 city projects. In all, $8 million worth of drainage projects have been advanced through the half-cent sales tax fund and are slated for completion over the next 2 years. This is the first real investment in water drainage since 1997. This year, we will put forth plans outlining the next 20 years of projects for the city. City staff has rolled out a new website called tylerpublicworks.com. Tony, the computer, you can do that. You don't have to use your phone. No, it's not an app. You will be able to track project plans and work with real-time data. Everything from water, wastewater, streets, drainage, historic preservation, and even the Rose Garden complex and the building that we're gathered in today are part of a master plan that leverages current resources to meet future needs. Much of what is identified in these plans is still many years away. But that is our responsibility, to cast a vision, to plan for a time long after you and I are sitting in this room. It is easy to look around at our beautiful public spaces, our dynamic programs, award-winning projects, and our passionate, committed staff, and forget that we are a lean organization. Even in challenging times, we keep moving forward. We rely heavily on you, the private sector, to partner with us and invest in our community. We have no general obligation debt, operating a pay-as-you-go model that emphasizes strong financial transparency and management. We are an exceptional city, and I am excited to see what our future holds. And as always, I am proud to live here, and I'm proud and honored to be your mayor. Thank you.